live stream, then I'll have to record this for them so that they get a chance. I know I'm having a lot of questions by you traders. I'm having a lot of questions, and very many traders here, you're wondering, why is the market moving the way it is doing? You get the point? So there is a reason why the market is behaving that way. Especially those of you that are trying to trade commodities, are trying to trade energies. So my chart had a lot of those things that last time I had recorded them out for you guys, but I had to make in some changes, so I lost them. So I know majority here trade gold. That's a commodity. It's under the commodities. Majority trade it. Yeah. And we had our setup. If you remember very well, traders, we had a setup whereby the entry was downwards. One was in 1,812. And the market had to change, giving us some strong buys. So I'm going to first analyze gold, the normal way of analyzing it, and the difference that I'm going to give out is that the different tip I'm going to give you traders today is about how to trap swing entries. How are you able to trap an entry and you swing it? You get the point? You swing the trade from, you can enter like a trade at a certain area, then you be able to capture around 1,500 pips, 200 pips. You know, I'm gonna give those volatile pairs. If you remember very well, the last time I brought in a quiz and I asked you about analyzing the indices. This one where we talk about the NAS 100. US start, by the way, the video on US start was released last week. I was able to take some good trades on US start, and I didn't like to share it anywhere because I know very many here, they don't like to trade those things. They are heavier and they are volatile. They are very good to trade for someone with good accounts. So you can be profitable trading those things, by the way. So lastly, I think we shall analyze one of them. And by the time we leave this place, I'll give out a free signal on them, because for them, they are easily predictable. Yeah, they're easily predictable, and sometimes they are not manipulated. So let me go to the work without wastage of time. So this is the normal way people analyzing golds, and if you go to the higher time frame, you can barely see that the market is seriously in an uptrend. You see, so it is an uptrend. Even a blind man can see this, that gold is in an uptrend. However, if you analyze to get the levels, the support levels and the resistance levels, you'll be able to find that we're having these areas. You see, I remember last time I reasoned out why this move happened. These two candles that passed through the resistance, the support level that we're having downwards here. So this was time to be our liquidity sweep. I know both the trade SMC, ICT, they can elaborate that clearly to you guys what we mean by liquidity sweeps. So people here were liquidated. But the actual move is this. If you look at the support levels, we're having the resistance level there, support area. So the downwards here, we're having an imbalance. Don't forget about this. We're having this imbalance down here, this gap. Okay, so we are expecting that the market is going to come to this area. Those of you who traded FOMC last month, you were able to observe this. Okay, so this area is still there. We're having a demand area there, but we're having it is a gap that where you expect the market to come back at that level. So me, what I'm seeing here is that we're having more chances according to this candle momentum, this candle that came in here on the monthly time frame. I'm expecting if the market even might bypass these bottoms, these the triple tops. Why? Because I'm trying to observe. I'm seeing this. I don't know whether you guys know about this. I'm seeing a move of this kind. You see, then at this level, the market had to give in something of this kind. Are you seeing something of this kind? And Those of you started Falcon shortage, normally we might have something of this kind. That's number one option. That's also very possible, guys. And still don't be surprised. We might receive a move from here going downwards. So I don't know whether I'm very clear. So we might have this thing because this move is not yet happened. It has not yet happened in this one, but we're having more chances because that pattern is also very possible. It is very possible. So we are here as per now. We're in that level playing there. So those of that are trading gold, you have chances, higher chances of the market going upwards, especially when the market violates these triple tops. So therefore, I say that if the market doesn't respect or it doesn't break them out, then it might still change at that same area. So we're having this other move. This is also very possible. Those of you, by the way, let me guys tell you something. There are certain PDFs you're going to find on the social media, and they might be helpful to you as a trader somehow. Now, like, Michael started up an academy. I know some of you have joined, and that academy is having a lot of PDFs there. You get the point? So those PDFs are very helpful to any trader that enters there. I'm having my bro Volatility Chaser. He's also introducing in PDFs in his channel. You can pass by. You'll be able to. You sit down and read. You know, we traders don't like to read, but those are the things that I advise someone to read because I'm gonna read this. After that, I make good money. So these are two patterns that I've done here. They are very common and they are normally seen in higher time frames. Even lower time frames, you can observe them out. You get the point? So we're having two things here. Kindly, I know some of you pretend to know that I know everything. That's bad, guys. Forex trading never ends. Also, I personally still sit down under some mentors that and I get some good lessons. You get the point? So why do I do so? Because I like to increase on my ways of making profits. I'm that person that I can make a full week without losing money. I can lose in the morning, I recover in the evening, and even collect some profits. You get that? So I will like the same thing for you guys. Remember, it is 2023. Many of us we are very youth. So imagine 5 years from now when you're still consistent trading. You get the point. So guys, so these are the patterns I've done for you here. So these are the expectations we are expecting on gold. So as I say, if you look very well, let me make it a line graph. If you look very well, we might receive the same thing here because we are seeing that the market is giving us something of this kind. You see, at this level, now coming back to the same levels, doing the same thing, then giving us the same. Now, right now, we're having this current move going upwards. So we don't know where it is going to stop. As I speak to you, we don't know where it's going to stop. So we don't know exactly what is the next move for gold. You get it? So let us proceed. After us knowing that, those of that who like to study, I'm talking to those people that like to study. So this is what I'm seeing on the higher time frame. After me observing this on higher time frame, I'm analyzing gold for you. Then take it to other pairs. This is the commodity that people like so much, and it is the commodity that has made very many traders to lose hope in trading because it is good in taking some more people's money. Okay? Yeah, this is the season where we're having wars. I would recommend you as a trader, you first ignore the commodities, proceed to the currencies to be a real forex trader. By the way, you are trading a gold, you are not a forex trader, by the way. Chiringa, unoga trading someone that trades bitcoins, those things of Binance. You are not a forex trader. A forex trader to ku. How are you trading? Are you trading currencies? You get the point. Such things. indices. So ujja kuwikire kulaga tuli mu box, we are in a huge box. The market is ranging, it is ranging up and down. So we need a breakout. We don't know where the breakout is going to happen from. First of all, at the first time here, when you come to this point, we thought that this would be the breakout area. Those of you who trade higher time frames, those of us, because I also like higher time frames. So first of all, there we expected our breakout to be there. We thought that that's the good breakout we had received. Unfortunately, if you come to this weekly time frame, this breakout was with low momentum. The market had low momentum of breaking out, and if you look at this area, we're having a doji candle here, I say. So it was also fighting against the breakouts that we received. You see that area, they had a doji candle there. So right now, the moves that we are seeing, they're indicating that the market is having more chances of proceeding to the up direction. However, now if you use this trend line of ours, you'll be able to see that the market is still giving us some good what? It is still going upwards. However, if you look on the weekly time frame, we are seeing that the market is seriously ranging, creating these three rejection points. Now, these ones are confirming that the market had to go downwards. I say those are two areas, and then the third one is here on our resistance line. So whenever you see something of that kind, you know that you're having more chances of the market to sell. However, the energy, we have something called the momentum. If you look at this level here, the momentum is low. So we are receiving these two candles, they are having high momentum. The momentum is very high. You get the point? So after observing something of that kind, what you're supposed to do is wait for the market. Don't try to track the market. Wait for it to move on its way. Then either if it reaches the support level, you get in some good buys, or when it reaches the resistance level, you can still get in some good what? Some good sales. So after observing that, then you come to the daily time frame. Remember, we're having very many ways of market structures. So after observing the other things, we can even remove them to clean our charts. Just to clean our charts, we can remove them. You see, it's very clear. Whenever you're doing analysis, try to make your screens wide so that you'll be able to look at everything. Look at everything. I say it like normal. I say those of you that attend our lessons and you wait until the end, there are some different lessons you always get that others can't give you. So this is where we are. I'm making my chart very clean. So the weekly time frame chino. If you look very good, like very clear, when the market reached this level, let us go back here. Let me give it this move. No, let us calculate this. So when you look at this area, when you look at this is the current move we are having that kind of these last pure candles is really very high. So what we are supposed to target, we were supposed to either wait for the market to touch this level to give us some good buys. Unfortunately, it didn't give us that. So what you're supposed to do is, after observing that, then you're supposed to do is wait, you put a buy on your resistance level. You see, you put a buy or you go long on your resistance level. Let us see what the market is going to give for us. So you put your stop loss above the zone. I'm going to show you how to minimize and how to make your stop losses very big, especially in gold and those volatile pairs. So after you targeting something of that kind, what you're supposed to do here is let us see how the market is going to move. You see, giving huge candles. That's gold. That's how gold moves. Always be patient. So after seeing something of these red moves, I get a papa gambe. Hey man, the market has left me. After they can't say it's wrong. Always learn to wait. Be patient. Forex trading, if you want to get some good money or if you want to be profitable in trading, always the first lesson you're supposed to learn is to be patient. Guminkiriza. You get it? So, wemanya zino candles prices is very high. Guminkiriza, set up your jirekewo. One time, they are gonna come there. Now let us see. Are you seeing? Now the market is going backwards. We thought it's going downwards, giving us some good sales. Are you seeing? So, man, those pips is in there. Say, I've lost all those pips. You give it time. Give it time. Let the market move. So now, sir, here you're having two ways. The first way is the market respected this area. We're having a winch. That's number one. Are you seeing? This move gave you. Then from there, we're having the buy. Also, the buy is starting off from there. Are you seeing? When I forex trading one, but these things are very easy. All what you need to do is being patient. All what you need is to communicate. Now here, someone has to take some sales from here. If you count the pips that someone were able to capture that level, that is a bit good. Let me calculate for you to have level. How many pips is there for now? You can see almost 400 pips. Nenga as if because Agominkiriza is entering the market at the exact point. Now let us see. Move your buy again to Alapakawa. Because also buys now are there. Then coming back testing. You don't run. Don't run. Good enough you're having a stop loss. Always wait for the entry to be hit. Now for this move, the stop loss, they are going to hit your stop loss because why? Your stop loss is going to be tight. But remember, you're supposed to put your stop loss under. We're having these dodges down. But forex trading is you're supposed to be very technical. Let us wait and see. So here they were hitting your stop loss and they were hitting your take profit for sales. Are you seeing? So you have to be very observant. This is why by the way, this is the reason why I prefer trading on higher time frames than lower time frames. Because on higher time frames, you're going to watch the market clearly and the market is going to respect the market structure. Now here we are trading, we're analyzing from the week time frame. Let us see. You see? So the market is going to play with your stop losses and then you tend to run away. But can you see the momentum that the market brought in after we thought it had given us a breakout? But look at the momentum, these last two candles. Let us proceed and see. That's forex trading. You eat on the sales, then after eating on the sales, then now you are going in for buys. And also you eat some good money from the what? From the buys. You get a point. So that's how forex trading is done. Always what I call you in, guys, for you're supposed to be very, very patient when you are executing trades. Now, once you observe clearly, all of us will know now where gold is going, our take profit is it. And then now it's giving back another sell on the same area. So this is why you guys, people call you in for mentorship and you say, man, this guy is going to scam my money. Those are the things that you are going to miss. You see, that's how the market is going to be ranging till our current moves. Okay, so after observing that, then we proceed to the lower time frame. We shall go after the market is ranging seriously on the weekly time frame. Then we shall come to our daily. Now, what do we want on the daily time frame? We are here right now. We know that the market has left us giving some strong buys, but good enough we are having this area up. I'm very sure those that who will like to take some sales will have to mark that level, especially those of you that trade on higher time frames. You get the point? Especially those of that trade on the higher time frames. So after us knowing that to get support resistance level here, on the highest there. So here I'm going to target what? Once you come to these previous sales here, akatale kajja ne respecting this area. If you remember, this area was seriously respected. It was seriously respected. This low. It is now that this area is turning out to be our support area. When I was trading FOMC last month, you remember this and the support level. So, marking out our zone to be very clear. You know, we're having also types of zones. See, about conditions, we are making our chart very neat. So, anyone that was able to capture trades at this level, this is the number one way of analyzing this. Now, those people that are trading using support and resistance, they were able to get some good buys. I'm going to show you how they capture the buys. I'm going to give you the reason or the entry model for you to enter some buys. Let us go back here. I'm going to show you something that you will need for the rest of your life. So if you come very clear this level, this area, I'm going to show you why I've marked this level. So we're having two things. This is going to be my entry model. I'm supposed to enter this level, but it is the lowest, by the way. So what I'm supposed to do here is I'm going to mark this level. Let me see. I'm marking for you this area, this doji candle. People will ask me why did I select now. I'm giving you the entry, how you're supposed to take an entry at this area. Remember, it is a daily time frame. So when you come to these lower time frames at this same area, same levels, you'll find yourself selecting out some other levels where you're supposed to enter from. So why am I doing this? I'm targeting areas that I'm expecting the market to enter from, and where I'm supposed to put my stop loss most of the time. So now this market was very clear. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to put your buy limit or your buy limit at this level, then you mark your stop loss below these areas, the areas of liquidity. You get the point. We'll take a stop loss here. Then zones. I'm showing you how you were supposed to capture that swing. Then I could get that zones. Let us first remove them. So after you marking limits at this level, you can even go to lower time frames, minimizing your stop losses, the distance from here to see how long are you losing, like how much are you risking at this level. So here I'm seeing the stop loss is very, very big, very big. That is 100 point something. So it's very big. What you're supposed to do here, you proceed to the lower time frames to see exactly how are you going to mark that area. So if this is the area you want to enter from, what you're going to do, you're going to mark this area, the low witch, you mark the low witch, or marking the dalaka witch, then you shall go in for this current previous moves. Now this is price action. So those of that know well about price action, you're going to know why we trade price action here. So when you calculate from here to up, then to the pips make that risk is these are higher time frames. You have to be very now. I'm risking over 64 point something. It's very big, but you don't want to have trading is a higher time frame. Stop loss, account was in. So we're targeting at this level. Let us see what can actually expecting. Let us give it a try to have it. Will the market respect that level? And where are we supposed to put our buy limit for a moment? All these are huge candles moving. All these are huge candles moving seriously. That's how gold moves, by the way. You have to know how the market is ranging. How does this pair or different instrument that I'm trading, how does it seriously respect the market structure? So indirectly, this gap here was left, and then at the end of the day, the gap was filled. If you observe what you see, so the market had to fill the gap indirectly. I think so. This is how Forex trading moves. if you cannot look at these things previously, then you cannot know how the future is going to come. Like that, do you think it doesn't have any reason why Kasoulokudam buying strongly the same way? Are you seeing the moves? Remember where our entries are, we're targeting these lot zones. So for the moment, if you observe very well, the market respected these areas of liquidity. I see the first entry for those that had missed the abaga of taking a trade zezamango. You had to take your first entry, kind of assume above, then the low wind, you put your stop loss, then you target around the Kali 50, minimum of 50 to 100 pips. And now the pay is giving them to you. Are you seeing? Also, that was a good entry at that level. I don't know whether traders are observing this. These are some of the lessons that traders won't give you. So after respecting it, I know at the end of the day, they're going to violate it. Remember, it is a high time frame. Our exact entry downwards here. Are you seeing now? Those are news coming in, news moves. They come. So it means that if someone had entered at the other level that you had marked, he was still holding some good money. If the entry was still here, all these pips were left in the market. And we know the take profit was hit indirect. I say patience pays. Omuntu wongo trading agomikiriza kubanga of course my take profit yali nabeera waggulu wa zino previous moves. So take profit yange bagikubye. Ukiraba. So now I'm waiting for the market to come this way downwards to my resistance led by support levels. So we're going to treat a swing trade. Are you seeing? That's how God moves. That's how God moves. Let us observe it slowly. Coming back to the entry. Those of you wanted to sell, they're supposed to sell the take profit areas. Playing there around, playing, giving you some good false hope. It is, remember, a 30 minutes. Let me make it 1 hour to see how the market is going to give us these moves. Are you seeing how clear it is? 1 hour. Let us see. So here they have given you 2 entries. The first entry for the buy was here. Remember, we had marked this area, targeting some pips above this area as the take profit. Now it has come back to give you some for the next time. Remember, we're having the balance here. For the next time. Then that take profit you no banga funda guys. Unless in your account, you just got account. Join Nachi. Nene, together. Katawa kujjem kyekyemadde okuga nti olina okumanya stop loss olina ogiteeka ne take profit olina okukola ki olina okugiteeka. So why did the market, the question we're having here, why did the market come and respect this level, giving the buy entry when you the picture of one pack? No guys, this is okay. Then it came back hitting you downwards, then proceeding to the upper direction. So why did the market respect this area? Why? Mania, that's normally what we call, you go on the higher time frames to the previous moves of the market. That level, we are having some good rejections at that area. So it means that you are supposed to be so selective. But you might even end up someone losing all the money he had collected at this area, giving all the stop loss here. You get the point. And remember, what we are waiting for, we are waiting for the market to give us a swing trade at this area downwards. At this area downwards. I don't know whether you're observing me well. So Katumanya, this area said, you just know that now it is weak because to areas. I think this is the third one. This is the first touch here. SMC normally mitigation of an area. Multiple closes at a certain area. You see? And then this one, net breaking down that level. I see. So byonna byongera kungumya nti at this level they might even take in some good entries. Okitegeera. So to proceeding with our moves to ekijja this market gonna give us. So giving us a fifth one, then breaking out. Ekiraga nti area eyo nasofuuka weak. So this is what I'm trying to show you the daily time frame. So far at the daily time frame, we are having, they are called the triple bottoms, triple tops, where those triple tops, now the current move that's coming might reach there, respecting the same area, but that means that area has been weakened. At any moment, the market might reverse to break it out. You observing the moves? To make it quicker, let us go in for 4 hour. You see where katika price kabisa mukalengera ku 4H. So area yafuuka very respected at the end of the day, giving out some good moves, as you can see. Bw'obanga oli ku 4 hour and the market is giving these higher momentum candles, most of the time it indicates that the market is having some good. Now this one, some of you, we call it the market structure of the bullish structure. So at this moment, it means that the take profit, if someone had entered at this level after overtesting the area, was giving me, the area turned out to be my entry, the take profit would be what? Would be it. Are you saying? So from there, we are expecting the market to come back to our levels this way down to give us the swing trade, or even this level, you can get in some traders this area. So Ubanyati of trades between this trade and this trade was taken on the higher time frames. So what we are waiting for to see how would the market come back downwards this way to give us some strong buys. Omanyi, if you don't get time to sit down to look at the previous moves, is happening in the market, you won't be able to know or to predict the current move that will be coming. So here, what you're supposed to learn is to be patient in the market. Whenever you analyze the market, always learn to sit down and wait for your setups to be seriously respected. Me, that's my view, guys. By the way, we're having very many traders who think that they know much, but yet we don't know anything. So bagambye temuvimba yo tovimbira ku munno. Let us first give it a try here. So this area was, now we have started to mitigate this area. The take profit here first tip it in. Yeah, one tebakolera ekyamanya bakubye TPD via correct move, but remember bino bina bya kimwanyi tulina moves gye tulinze erina okugyetampinge wansi, giving us a strong buy ku daily. You sit down and observe the market. So ezazita key levels onoba zonna ng'osobola oziraba kati tuzirabidde wano ku live akatale katambula, then we have to know why are they respected. Abasinga obungi mulaba ebintu bingi byapeninga mu katale naye temumanya lwaki bikola ki bibaawo. So kati akatale katandise okuranginga nga then I go back to my daily, to the higher time frame. Then after moving back to the higher time frame, remember here now what I'm waiting for, what we are waiting for, because we're not doing kusoma. Ngenda kujja nateke kuno entry yange. Akozesa support and resistance. Mobile, the first easiest way. Then lastly, ku gold, ngenda balaga move ya trend line. Abasinga obungi mwagirako last week nga tugidrawing starting of last week. So this is what we are expecting. Kale minimum target until this level. Let us see how the market is still moving. How will it respect our moves or not? You watch. Now the now area is playing. So now those moves that we're having, the CPI moves of the last week, the last month, fena tukirabiddeko n'amaaso gaffe kati abakozesa support and resistance. First of all, bakubye entry, stop loss tebagituuse namukko yadde n'akadakiika. You get what we call a zero drawdown move. Ochaba, how many pips do you think there are those on the higher time frames also the quarter? Go trading in the higher time frames. Go also take up pips in maker. So at this same area, I know very many people at this level they're targeting it. They're targeting this area. Very many people are targeting this area. But my man, I tell you, you might lose your account from there. You have more chances of losing your account from there because very many targeted this area, and some are targeting these rejection areas here, putting their moves there. You see? So this was supposed to be our take profit, and briefly the take profit was hit. For those now, these were the moves for last week. You know yourselves. Those that we are able to capture those moves, you know yourselves. Now this is what we call the swing trade. Then go like the entry the stop loss wajeri. So you have to be very technical and very observant when you're observing the market. But for our information at this level, we might even receive some sales, by the way. We might receive some sales. And even it might continue in the direction because of what the higher time frames are showing. What am I saying? So have I marked that area? Now let me remove this because tomorrow they are concentrated. Then what people are expecting, we are expecting that gold might give a good move at this level from here, then respect here, then coming back to this level, targeting here, proceeding to there. That is very common and very expected. So you have just to be very technical when you're analyzing to avoid yourself being liquidated. So those are the chances. So your higher time frame, what you analyze is using support and what resistance. So from there, you talk to support resistance. To let us first see if we use trend lines. What will trend lines give? Now I'm on a daily time frame. These are the moves that we are having here. Trend lines. Those of you use trend lines, this is how you were supposed to draw your trend lines if you wanted to get some good trades. I'm going to show you the reasons as to why. So I think it was very clear. It was very clear. Some people, when they draw trend lines, they normally mark these wedges, and others they mark the bodies. It's up to you. It's up to you how you marked them out. So here, what you're observing, it created this market to come in to give us a buy. If you're so observant, you can see at this level, the market has an encourage respecting a high, giving you some good work. Normally, when you use trend lines, or take profit where the stop loss where So the distance from this level, like, let me show you something. The distance from here to here, and remember the distance in our current moves. What take profit where what take distance and not distance, it is the same distance. Pima on the top. The distance from here to here, they are the same. So that's where you're supposed to put your take profit as a trader. That's where you're supposed to put your take profit. And what do I need here? So those of you who use trend lines, you're able to capture. Either if you see the multiple closes, we're having one touch, then we're having the second one touch, then we're having the third one downwards here, I see, and then for more confirmations, we are having the other one. You see, we're having 4 touches, and above we are having 2. If I marked wedges, I see, only having 2. Only having 2 that we are serious. Okay, then this one might be the third one. However, it was the current move. I wouldn't count it. So that's how you can analyze the market in different ways. That's how you can analyze the market in different ways. So from there, let me first go back to you guys. I know now very many people having very many questions. Kindly, if you have any question from there, you first give me your hand. Apple, put your hand up. I give you the mic. I know I'm having some traders that are coming from UK, USA, Cameroon, whatever. I'm having them here. That's why I was able to use English. So traders, that is my point of view on gold. Before I proceed to how to analyze the indices, kindly toss me your hand to discuss me on how you see the market of gold. Trader, yena twala n'ekibuuzo. Mukono gwo guteeke waggulu. Mukono guteeke waggulu. I know I'm very audible enough. Everyone is hearing me out. Yeah, Matt speak. Always Matt is there. I know. Matt, you can speak. Matt, unmute your phone and speak.
So now you said, sorry, they told us about trend lines. When you do that trend line together, it's in a downtrend, as we see there. We have to wait for a retest. Remember, they come back and they retest there where the breakout occurred. So now what is better, to wait for the retest? Because sometimes I see price doesn't come back to retest. It just...
No, the problem is you don't know the retest what it is. Because if you look very well, the retest was there. Don't you see the red candle there? The red candle was the good move for traders to enter buys. That retest, remember this is a high time frame. Any candle that comes on a higher time frame, it is having almost 100 candles on the 15-minute and 5-minute chart. So that candle turns out to be your retest area, and it was giving traders another entry for buys. Olaba candle you can kutwala ku chart olabe. You see this candle here. This area, we're having these two candles that lost. The one was red, and the other that lost momentum. Whichever. That was a retest for someone who was observant stable. Okalabi yako.
Yes, I can see.
So that was a retest. Retest, by the way, sichatekwa retest ezigenda bera candle nyingi zijje ku area yemu nedda also wajja kubawo candle emu, then they continue in the direction, or they give you an entry. Kati wakanyoma notakatwala, then you might end up, you miss up some good money. Okitegedde ssebo Mr. Matt?
Yes, bro.
Anyone else? Oyina ekibuuzo ekirala? Kati ankulaze, those of you use the support and resistance, how they were able to capture their good moves. Bo bayingira akatale from downwards until now they are still holding some buys. And those that use the trend lines, namwe mbalaze method yammwe. Okitegedde Matt? Kati gwatugamba, so Mr. Poppy nkuwadde. Matt, okujjako ng'ojja nakyo otugamba.
That's all.
So you also seeing the same that we are seeing. Gona akatawula bakakyabayi ko kagenda tuwa sero.
As I see, it's going to buy because there are still some space there up, to take up, Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, Mr. Tony, you have the mic. I saw your hand up. Unmute yourself from the screen joiner. We're muting. Unmute yourself, then you speak.
Yes, I just wanted to ask you what you consider when you're picking your point of interest, your levels, your zones. What do you consider your sniper entries?
Sniper entries for that ngina balaga move ezo at the end of our lesson. But like I said, Mr. Poppy, I know even others are listening. This lesson is very good for you. We are having types of zones. And you're going to find yourself, these types of zones, most of the time, they are determined on the candle patterns. We're having two different things. We're having what we call chart patterns and the candle patterns.
Yes.
So we have, I'm going to give you only 3. Let me give you 2. We're having engulf zones, whereby kwezo zones are identifying. We're going to say out Twitter engulfing candles. Or identifying a pattern. What you're supposed to consider on marking a zone is at the key levels, like at the levels of the resistance levels or the support levels, because for that it's a technical strategy. No SMC, no ICT, no Falcon strategy. All people using your different strategies, you're gonna find out yourself that for you to get those key levels or resistance levels and support levels. So for you to mark out a zone that it is valid, or marking out the Twitter zones of engulf zones, then Twitter tweezer top stroke bottoms. Now like nabakubide kuva ku monthly. Wogenda ku monthly, for me to mark monthly as myself, yet to test the ku monthly. We have depended on the resistance levels, and there we had what we call the dojis, the doji candles. They were there, batwa dojis. So we're having another type of zones. Join us since the zone, since the tweezers, and the candles giving me tweezers. Do you know what we call the tweezer candles? The tweezer bottoms, you have even tweezer tops. You have to be very technical. So if you find those 2 on any level, either on the support level or the resistance level, then just know that market is going to respect that area, at least giving you some good pips, around 100 pips above. What you get, Mr. Tony? Yeah, there are other types of zones. The zones that get some mentorship yange, about mentorship yange, when you go those levels. Like at for now, the Republic, because it's a free lesson, tweezer tops, tweezer bottoms, was this on any levels of the resistance, always kindly go in or taking a catalytic trade with the market. Was engulf candles on the resistance levels or the support levels, always taking a trade. Okay? So when you choose a chair, you can proceed.
No, see now on that.
So I just take it everyone you say what Tony. Okay. Thank you so much. So anyone else who needs to speak? Just put your hand up, guys. I'm gonna see you and I'm gonna give you the mic. I'm seeing very many traders on, and most of you, I know you. Thank you for attending. Okay. So since I'm having no questions, allow me take you to one of the pairs that either the US 30, either we can go in for NAS 100. How are we supposed to analyze the market? So what we have all agreed upon is that we're having more chances of selling buying gold. However, it might give you some sales and you might think that the market has reversed. Unfortunately, it is wrong. So now I'm on US 30. US 30 is a pair that normally moves like Euro USD normally. However, for it is somehow slow. But very slow but sure. So how we are supposed to analyze also is the same way. If I go in for support levels, just as you call a monthly and a weekly, most of the time is taking a trades or daily chart over 4 hour. Nayenga, most of the time is that it's to allow you identifying the trend of the market, to identify the trend of the market, what the market is, what I expect the market to do for me. You get the point. So normally it's try, to get a video. And when I look at the day, the monthly, it is indicating the market is giving me some sell. However, it is in consolidation. Then we're proceeding a week today. I remember analyzing US 30. Also the same thing. However, it is showing that it's an uptrend. But these current moves here, from here to here, they're indicating that we are selling from here to here. So we are trading that area. So that area is indicating that we are selling. However, it is reaching our resistance levels. Okay? So you know what we're identifying. Then come to the normal time frame. Just good daily for those of you which to take some good trades. According to what I'm seeing here, I'm having very many levels here. So here I'm seeing a double bottom. So this one I'm gonna consider that taking my level. I might even take it to be the resistance level. the support level. We're gonna mark here. Why am I marking here? Then this is going to be the highest. I consider this one to be my highest. Those of you who use these support and resistance levels, supply and demand. So they are even having this double top. Also, now here I'm gonna change the lines. Here I'm changing the lines to dotted ones to give a difference with the other levels. Now here what you're having is that whenever you are drawing these levels, always guys, you have to go on go phones because you might end up making a year without executing any trade. Like for me nowadays, when I want to take some good trades, nienda kuja kwa time frame like 4H over daily, I'm taking a trade yemo. Again, I'm around like 3 to 2 weeks. You are holding that trade, looking at it, giving you some pullbacks, giving you some what? Some pullbacks, giving you some good moves. So you have to be observant. So I don't know whether this guy is watching. I'm going to show you here what we call the retest, or the now this was the areas of what retest. Either I was able to capture some good moves on euro, on US30. This was the way trading on a high time frame. So you're gonna mark this level because it is a bit far. You mark closing the candles that you see there. Why are they the dodges or the whatever? You mark higher time frame. Higher time frames. So this is what we have here. Whatever. You're not really marking up. I was normally marking these things for you, but guys, you not show me some good energy. Now, this was our weekly or the low risk sells. We are selling from here, and this was the low risk buys, buying from this level. Now the market had to come in, breaking out, giving us a breakout from here, selling seriously, giving you another good entry for buying. Then we had to buy the market until here. So now this one turned out to be the retest for this double what? For this double top. You know, English is musician and musitira. For me, what I say, guys, if you can seriously analyze indices like these US 30s and NASDAQ, there's no need for you to trade the gold, especially in these war situations. These war situations. Let me first put it there. Let me change the color for this. Let me make it green to be clear. Let me make it green. Okay, I'm making it to be green, and I'm gonna first make the others to be line. Are you seeing what I'm saying? So you know that when these things, they really happen in the market. They really happen in the market. So this is my take profit. This is the take profit downwards here. Then it has to continue downward sellings, by the way. Whenever wishing, those of you wish to take some sales on US 30, it's going to continue in sales. Be aware of that. Don't try to force trades to give you buys. Buys are still weak. We are still selling. So, Kati, at this level, if someone respected the analysis that you had to enter from this level, putting your TP downwards here. Don't even target verify because you don't know what's coming. You also the risk to reward ratio matters, guys. Also the risk to reward ratio matters. So that was the first entry for you. You have to collect that move, then you go out of the what? The market. US 30. Then from there, now these are the same moves. Even I know Euro USD has some good moves of the same kind. So even here, you target sales. Normally, as a trader, this tip I'm giving it to you guys. Normal traders avoid trading against the trend. Avoid that. Avoid trading against the trend. Not all I moves in a non-GVT against the trend of the day or the weekly trend. Call it day. Avoid trading there because they might give you a lie or a false move that London session is giving you some strong buy candles. Unfortunately, when new session comes in, it's going to respect the trend of the day. They might end up kicking you out. And all of us, what we need most of the time, we want to look at what we call the candles, like the swing trades, whereby I'm having a trade where I'm going to be able to at least bank around 120 pips or 200 pips. You get the point? Even if someone risks 0.01, targeting 100 pips, you're going to capture some good money from the market with a low risk. So if someone wants to take some trades, that's how I'm supposed to do, trading on higher time frames. So the other tips of getting some good entries, what you're supposed to do is that we're not proceeding to the lower time frame. I'm coming to that before I give you some questions. So this is the setup for the US 30. So when you come to Euro USD, I want to analyze Euro for you a moment. You know, nowadays me, I'm trading Euro USD, GBP USD. For gold, I just pass by. For gold, I just pass by. So once you come to Euro USD, I know majority also trade Euro USD and GBP USD. These are some of the pairs that are highly manipulated by the banks normally to trap the newbies. So I'm on a daily time frame. What I'm seeing is what I know others are also seeing. You know, Euro USD has been dropping since last July. Since July, Euro USD has been dropping seriously. Euro USD has been dropping seriously. So here what I'm supposed to do is I'm going to mark my levels. I know very many people, we are seeing these levels. This is the number one level that was seen by traders, and they were lied out. This level here, traders were lied and they were kicked out at that level. Then another level, people were seeing this as the resistance area, isn't it? Here. Unfortunately, this level also, people were kicked out. So there are reasons why those levels were rejected. And if you see this level, it's not respected at all. But what I'm seeing here, the better level carry you would mark here, it is here. Why? Why am I marking it? Here we are having this kind of pattern that I don't know how they have forgotten the name. You know, we're having something of this kind. Also, it's good to be traded. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Whenever you see these candles of this kind, I see that's number one. Let me make it green. Let me like using blue. So this is my up direction, my upper candle. So from there, we're having this candle that is going to come in that way. Let us make it red. So from there, we shall have another candle coming downwards, giving us a sell, showing that we are selling. I think. So you have to be very technical when analyzing the market. These things are very common. You have to be very technical. So from there, we're having this other candle respecting the same levels. So now this candle pattern, this current move that's going to come from here, always expect a big move like this. Most of the time it might engulf seriously, give you some good what? Engulfs. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Remember, we are using our blue. We are using our blue. Where is blue? Is it this one? No. It is. So, that one. So, whenever you see this candle pattern of this kind, normally, do our candle pattern wait. Especially in a candle closes above the other one. So, it is what we are having here at this level. If you can observe very well at this area, receive some good angle forward. You can after here also go on and observe on your time on your Euro USD. Either that area was seriously respected. These are the things traders target and be manual. So when you have a chance, sit down and learn. Learning take while. After here, you'll find him also sitting in your channel, when a good trader like you who is watching, also when you're teaching your people, you might find it there. So you might receive some sales at this level. Then even remember you're waiting for the market where it's going to change or to reverse from. So this is the area that has been respected. These levels from the kind of candles that you're from learning about. So the other one is downwards, it's a bit far. We need the current moves. So now the market is giving us some buys at this level. Now all people are targeting buys. But if you miss a buy, now where do you think the take profit will be? If you are targeting to analyze, when analyzing, always consider price action a lot. Whenever you're trying to make some good analysis, always consider price action a lot. Consider price action a lot. So these levels here, if someone on Monday you are targeting to take some sales or some buys, you're supposed to draw those two lines, your support level and your resistance level. You target sales and buys because akatari tekamala gachuka. Remember, the market has been dropping since July. Now we are waiting to see where euro is going to turn from. It's now behaving like gold. Gold dropped from last month's FOMC until a certain it was CPI, FOMC, was it NFP of this month, last month. Then it had to give us a change in the market. Then now we are going upward. So it is the same thing we are waiting for to see will the market over Euro US do the same, giving us sales, because here I know people, those of you trade change of characters, you're gonna find them trying to fidget at this area saying, no, I'm seeing a change of character here. And I'm also seeing a change of character here. So I'm seeing the market changing up and down. So I don't know where to end up from. These are the problems you face, my man. You have to be very technical. Do you know what really change of character means? Do you know what really change of character means? The change, traders, there are a lot of things that you need to learn as a trader. There are a lot of things that you need to learn as a trader. Studying forex trading never ends, but the reason as to why we are doing this is because that we are targeting to see how am I going to decrease on my losses. So lastly, what I would like to tell you guys is that for this period, kindly first stay away from commodities. Because commodities, you might end up losing all your money. You might end up not being able to trade early January. Remember, at the same time, we are going in for festival seasons. November, December, those 2 months are full of festivals, bank holidays. So, avoid the commodities. Try to be a real forex trader. A real forex trader, always you must be able to analyze currencies. We're having a lot of them. We're having what we call the majors. We're having what we call the exotics. I talked to you about those. So, before I end up my stream, guys, I don't know whether you have some good questions for me. Inside the lessons or outside the lessons. Anyone who likes to speak? I know I'm having some good traders here that I know. I know this guy is called Aslam FX. I know he's very good. I'm having this guy. He's called Juice Regan. He's also a good trader. I've never tried out these ones that, let me see. I know I'm giving those ones that normally talk to me in the inbox. FX Daddy also, you, the D guys, the Dangers, I know, $1 Billion, I know. Alpha FX, I know. So those are the guys that normally consult from me, and I also consult from them in their inboxes, and others are in my VIP. By the way, the VIP is there. However, it is ending this month. So I'm gonna only be selling my course due to time, money. I don't have time. So any questions, trader? You press that command there in front of you. $1 Billion, give us a word, man. I'm seeing you on. Give us your words.
Man, I have nothing to say so far. But I've understood what you've told.
Okay, thank you so much. So, anyone with any other question? Mr. Aslam, don't give us your word. I normally see you on streams and you're already silent. So today, give us your word. People hear your voice. Aslam is not willing to speak, I think. Huh?
Yeah, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
Okay. Nenga bio bitegedde. Bitegedde. Kale guys, since no one is having something to put on board, kindly allow me stop there. Allow me to stop there. So kindly guys, have a nice weekend. Thank you for attending. Kindly like, support our system, always trust the hearts, share our systems. Don't forget to pass on our YouTube and others, etc. So guys, stay well. Have a nice weekend. Let us meet on the next week. Have a nice day.